Good afternoon. This is a special weather briefing from the National Weather Service in Albuquerque, dated Sunday, September 6, 2020. Well, the roller coaster ride of September will begin this week as we see major changes sweep into the state. The record heat currently in place over the region will be replaced by much colder temperatures along with strong winds, rain, and even some snow. Going forward, to look at the weather pattern as we progress into Labor Day and into Tuesday, a very strong area of low pressure will shift southward through the central Rockies into New Mexico through the day on Tuesday. That will drag very strong winds into the state, as well as the potential for some snow across the higher terrain of northern New Mexico and the Northeast Plains. The first freeze is also likely across much of northern New Mexico as we go into Tuesday night. Here is a look at the wind gusts valid at 6 p.m. on Tuesday, September 8th. As that cold front shifts south through the state, we'll see very strong winds across the eastern plains with gusts of 50 to 60 miles per hour. As the winds shift southwest and move into the Rio Grande Valley on late Tuesday afternoon into the evening, we expect to see strong gap winds with wind gusts of 45 to 55 miles per hour possible. This will lead to strong crosswinds across the entire area, as well as the potential for blowing dust across eastern New Mexico with low visibility. Falling temperatures behind the cold front will lead to some very cold wind chills as we go through the evening hours. Here is a look at the high temperature trends across several locations in New Mexico. So we can see here on Monday, September 7th, very hot temperatures across much of the area with record highs being broken at several locations. As we move through Tuesday, we start seeing temperatures trend cooler with that cold front. Temperatures will be dropping throughout the day, and then on Wednesday, high temperatures looking more like low temperatures, with many areas not pulling out of the 40s and 50s. As we go through the end of the week into the weekend, temperatures do appear to warm up fairly quickly across the area. The low temperature outlook is the real story here with this next storm system, as well as the potential for some snow. So as we go into the Tuesday night and Wednesday night period, we will see the first freeze in many areas, and this will be a very early freeze across the vast majority of the state, with most locations across the Northeast Plains and the northern mountains seeing low temperatures in the low 20s. This is very cold for this time of year, and that really continues as we go into Thursday and Friday with well below normal temperatures. So this is the first freeze for many locations across the state, and that is 3 to 6 weeks early. Here's a list of the earliest freezes across the state. Gallup, September 3rd, while we do expect to see temperatures below freezing on the 9th, that would not be the earliest, but locations across a good part of the Santa Fe, Clayton, Los Alamos, Clients Corners area certainly do see the potential to have their earliest freeze with this storm system. There will also be a good deal of moisture that comes with this system, which is much needed across the state as folks have been suffering with very little precipitation throughout the summer. And this may lead to the earliest snowfall as well on record across the state. So the greater chances for precipitation will be focusing across the northern mountains and the Northeast Plains, where we do see widespread rain and mountain snow looking very likely. And this is what we've all been waiting for, the snowfall graphic for the period between Tuesday and Wednesday night. Folks, these are incredible numbers for this time of year. Looking at 1 to 3 inches possible across the Northeast Plains and northern valleys, with 3 to 6 inches possible across the northern mountains, with locally higher amounts possible above 9,000 feet. Now, due to the very hot temperatures over the past several months, the ground temperatures are warm, so snowfall accumulations may be limited to grassy and elevated surfaces. However, if the snowfall rates are high enough, they will be able to overcome those warm ground temperatures. And probably one of the biggest concerns with this snowfall is going to be the weight of the snow on fully leafed out trees, as we haven't even seen the trees change color yet across the vast majority of the state. So here's the first measurable snowfall in many areas of the state, beating records by as much as a month in some areas like Santa Fe and Gallup, who could see the first measurable snowfall for this season. So finally, just to review the storm at a glance, it looks like on Monday we will see that record heat impacting much of the area. Then as we go into Tuesday, it will become very windy across the state, turning much colder with widespread rain and mountain snow developing, and that will continue through Tuesday night. As we go into Wednesday, we'll have widespread rain, mountain snow, and strong winds across the state, beginning to taper off as we go throughout the late parts of the day. It will be much colder than normal, with many areas not pulling out of the 40s and 50s. And then as we go into Thursday, we will see a gradual warm up with rain and mountain snow ending. So impacts for this system looking to be moderate to high, with a very rare event for early September across our region. Now, we do not want to forget about pets, plants, and pipes. Most folks are still out there gardening, and this is going to be quite a shock. So we want to make sure to take action to protect the sensitive vegetation, drain water pipes, swamp coolers so that we don't see any damage from burst pipes, and of course protect our pets, make sure they have a warm shelter and unfrozen water. And as always, you can stay tuned to the latest at weather.gov/ABQ and multiple social media outlets across the state. Thank you for your attention.